What's up, nerds? We're your hosts. I am Chad.
And I am Jake. This is our weekly podcast where we explore the world of nerd from TV, movies, games, comics, news, and books.
We will give you our opinions, theories, and oftentimes spoilers.
We will also have friends and experts as guests on the show to elaborate further on those topics.
But be prepared. We like to have a few drinks, so buckle up.
If you want to support our show, like, share, and subscribe wherever you enjoy your podcasts.
You can also become a premium subscriber over at buymeacoffee.com/allthingsnerd.
So let's get into it. This is the All Things Nerd podcast.
Nerd.
Welcome back to the All Things Nerd podcast. Hello. One more time. I got this.
This is going to just all be bonus content. I'm so stoked.
Hello, friends. Welcome back to the All Things Nerd podcast, your weekly dive into all things nerd. Jake, I hope you had a good week. With that being said, let's dive into our first topic. But first,
Hey there, little guy. Cheers. Who put a question mark on the goddamn teleprompter? Look at you. You are Ron Burgundy.
well, no, okay, so the Jake part I did on purpose. I thought that was funny.
It was funny.
The rest of it was just pure stupidity on my part.
Well, welcome everyone. Before we get into our first topic this week, we just kind of want to plug once again our Buy Me a Coffee. We started this new thing just for our premium subscribers, where you can get drunk and buzzed with us as we talk about other nerdy stuff that doesn't make it into the show. We kind of pick a topic each week, some of it being mythical creatures, some of it being conspiracy theories. This week was about the Bermuda Triangle. So if you want to become a premium subscriber and listen to that conversation, check out buymeacoffee.com/allthingsnerd.
I'm feeling a little better about my intro, actually, now.
I slurred my words.
If you want to be a premium subscriber,
But again, it is buymeacoffee.com/allthingsnerd. And you can see how we got to this point. So go listen to that. It was a fun conversation. I'm really liking this new series. Last week I was unsure how much I would enjoy these going forward because you got mean.
would you stop with that? I'm mean all the time. You're fucking getting hung up on one conversation. You're like, you're mean, and I'm like, dude, I'm mean to you every day. Shut the fuck up.
But that one was recorded, so I have proof.
Whatever, you big baby. Let's get into our first topic.
You look like a big baby. I'm sorry.
I got that reference.
But yeah.
Ah, dang it. I was hoping you were going to be like, I got that reference. But whatever. I'll just fucking kill myself.
I have a toaster you can borrow.
We're going to talk about season 2 of My Adventures with Superman. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, you're missing out. Go watch it. It is on, isn't it? It actually airs on Cartoon Network, correct?
I think so.
And then goes to Max.
Yeah.
So we watch it on Max. It is fantastic. We are a little apprehensive about it because it's I love anime, don't get me wrong, but it's an anime version of Superman. It is so fucking rad, dude. But spoiler alert, we're going to talk about the episodes that have come out for season 2 so far, and we're gonna do that now. So you've had
Is
enough
it
time to get out of here.
3 or 4 episodes?
Now we're 4.
I'm glad. The confidence, my guy.
Because then they did the first 2 episodes at the same time, didn't they?
Yeah, but I thought that was just last week.
No, I think there's 4.
Well,
Did you not watch the new one?
Yeah, we talked about this. But I was unsure if it was 3 or 4 episodes.
4. Pretty sure it's 4 right now.
You're right. It is. My bad.
And they come out on Sundays. So there'll be a new episode tomorrow. Super exciting.
Yeah. By the time this episode airs,
did we talk about any of this yet?
It was just
None?
in honorable mentions last week.
Shit.
Because we missed the
cool.
first week when it came out.
Okay.
Both of us did. And then you were like, oh my god, it's out. And I was like, ah. And then I didn't watch it in time for when we recorded. So I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's
sorry.
fun. We're sorry. So we're not going to talk like crazy in depth about it. But we are going to talk about the first 4 episodes. It's fucking dope, dude. Well, except for one tiny little bittle thing, and his name's Lois Lane.
One bittle thing?
One tiny little bittle thing. I liked her in the first season. She kind of got a little shitty this season.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
In the first, episode or 2, she wasn't that annoying. But
it was kind of just one thing that really kind of was like, well, that's not cool.
But it carried from episode 3 into episode 4.
Yeah.
And yeah, she went a little Chloe Sullivan from Smallville. Really did. Minus the whole sex cult. If you know, you know.
Speaking of sex cult, we're gonna talk about our first sponsor. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Nexium. I don't know if that's what that cult was called. I think it was. I don't know.
No, I don't know. I have no idea. Fuck.
I'm so sorry.
No,
Mom.
that's good. It's funny.
It's been a while since we got a sorry mom in there, so I had to. Keep going.
It gets. No, I'm just trying to find my place again.
Oh, I thought you were just trying to listen to me blow my nose.
No, we're listening. We're all listening to you, Chad. Blow your nose.
It's so good.
Well, we know
ASMR.
that Waller is a huge part of this season. Oh yeah, that's all on video. Get that up there.
Hell yeah, brother.
Got some boogers at work today? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Can we please talk about my adventure with Superman, please? Instead of my...
I'm trying, but you were being so distracting.
I'm so sorry. So Waller, right? She get some banana bread at work today, dude?
The one thing I'm a little upset about with this season is so in the first season, Superman really establishes himself as holy, hey, this guy's a badass. And this season he's kind of getting his ass kicked a lot by kind of peon people, people that aren't huge villains. And he's kind of getting his ass kicked kind of a lot, which is kind of pissing me off. And they all work for Waller and blah 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 blah. But that kind of upsets me a little bit because last season he at the season finale he gets his ass kicked, but he puts up a crazy fight and ends up coming out on top And then like this season, he's like getting beat up by like just your normal
Slade.
just like your everyday fucking Batman villains. You
Yeah,
know,
like
it's just like,
Deathstroke
dude,
is beating the shit out of him.
yeah, it's like, come
Oh,
on, dude.
they haven't called him Deathstroke, so but
Yeah,
Slade Wilson.
yeah.
Yeah.
We got our introduction to Lex Luthor, who is more of like a tech genius than like billionaire playboy as he normally would be. Which
Philanthropist.
which is which is kind of, I think it's kind of fun, like a fun idea to have him that way rather than it's a new way to see him rather than what we've already seen him in over and over and over and over again. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, it's kind of like Batman v Superman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um,
Where he's just like a genius.
Playboy.
Stop.
Philanthropist. Sorry.
Philanthropist.
But oh,
It's done that like 3 or 4 times now.
I was gonna
Do you want to
ask
fix
if
it?
you noticed. Um, we'll see if that helps. Um, no, I turned it off. I turned it back on.
That's
We'll
good.
see. Yeah, but just kind of that did not help.
It did not
We're
help.
gonna deal with this until we get to sponsor one.
Yeah.
Where he's arrogant, he's business minded. He's not full like Lex Luthor yet.
Well, this is also like very early on in Superman's like career as Superman.
Right.
Like he's still finding himself out. He's barely knows about his Kryptonian family. He just found out about Kara in episode 3, um,
Oh yeah, that was.
which is why we called Lois kind of a little bit of a biatch this season is because she's like wanting him to focus on her dad who tried to kill him instead of his own cousin, which is the last of his kind. And he's kind of like, hey, like this is really important to me. I thought I was alone here, and I just found out that there's somebody else here like me. And Lois is like, I don't give a shit. Help me save my dad. And he's like, your dad tried to kill me. And she's like, I don't care. And she kind of like bosses him around, and it's like, I don't really like this. Like, Superman's not your like employee,
And
Lois.
on top of that, like the first couple of episodes before that, like she's given him so much praise of
Yeah.
like you can do so much good for everyone. Like
Hmm.
you need to embrace this because of how awesome you are. And then when he starts doing that, she's like, "Hey, pick me.
Yeah.
What about me? What about my problems?
Exactly.
Don't
Yeah.
you love me? If you loved me, you would do this." Like
Exactly. Yeah. It's not great.
she kind of turns into the worst kind of pick me girl, where she weaponizes it.
I think there's a word for that. Is it?
It starts with
No,
a C, right?
I was gonna say narcissist, but
Fuck me, bud. Uh,
but
yes, you're right.
but potato tomato, I guess.
Yeah, most narcissists are.
You're not wrong.
They all are. It's not most.
Uh, and and then I mean, is there anything before I like? Because I didn't want to spend too like a shit ton of time on this. Is there anything you particularly want to talk about before I just drop the ending of the last episode?
The big thing I don't know if we need to go into it, but is kind of like you started off saying, Lex is much more of like a tech guy.
Hmm.
You don't get to see a lot of his intentions, but in episode 4 specifically, you really see how he like weaponizes his intelligence and technology to kind of win over people against Superman. So
Yeah.
we do start to see that
Well, we find out that
villainous growth.
we find out that he's working with Waller, and so he
Yeah.
basically sets up a situation where Superman would have to step in, where civilians are present, and he makes it look like, do you see what this guy is capable of? If we don't stop him, like, what if he were to turn against us? Like,
Right.
yeah, we wouldn't be able to stop him. So, yeah, it's a fun. I mean, it's been done over and over again for sure, But what if Superman was bad? Like he's here to help, but what if he was bad?
Yeah. What if he changes his mind?
Yeah, exactly. And one of the points they bring up in that episode is, what if we end up in a war and he chooses a side that we're not on? What do we do? Yeah,
I mean, I would support him. Like hell
yeah.
yeah.
So that's the kind of the thing there. I mean, it's fucking. This show's fucking fire, dude.
Yeah, I really enjoy it.
Was the
But
big cliffhanger? Or were you gonna say something else before that? My bad, my bad, my bad.
no, I was just gonna say like because it's not like a traditional anime where it's coming back to us and getting dubbed over.
Mm-hmm.
But even when that happens, like we usually end up with incredible voice casts, but right out the gate, the voice cast of this is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so stoked for more.
Well, speaking on what you just said, there. So with the voice cast, do we know who's voicing Zod?
If you take a moment to tell that joke, I can look into it.
Yeah. So we know from the season finale of last season that Zod is working with was it
Brainiac.
Brainiac? Yeah.
Yeah.
Zod is working with Brainiac. And then they kind of like left that alone until the ending of episode 4 in season 2. They show Zod showing up to Earth. And I'm just kind of curious. This is such a reach, but if he's obviously gonna go through. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
I didn't.
Oh, you got like a really excited look on your face.
Because I spoiled something for myself.
Spoil it for everybody. We gave a spoiler alert.
Well, we're gonna get Steel or John Henry Irons.
Yeah, I saw that in the trailer for the season 2.
Oh, I don't remember seeing that.
Yeah.
I might have missed that trailer that had it. But
Is that all you were?
Yeah, there's nothing for who's gonna be Zod.
Nothing for the voice.
When you say the voice,
Is there like a actor attached to the voice cast? Like if you go to the cast of season 2? Okay.
No.
Interesting.
But there is for Brainiac.
Who's that?
Michael Emerson.
Michael Emerson. I'm not sure I know who that is.
Some people would know him. He was the doctor that died in Fallout with the whole leg thing.
Oh, nice. I do know who that is. Okay, cool. Well, like I said, I started laughing at myself because this was going to be a stretch, but they show Zod at the end of like he's just kind of reaches Earth and he's about to go through the atmosphere. And I imagine because he's an alien and he's got alien tech that he won't burn up as he enters the atmosphere. But speaking of burning up, I want to talk about our sponsor number one. But
You were camped on that for so long, but keep going. Tell us about burning up.
sponsor number one is Crybaby Craig's hot sauce. It's a pickled habanero and garlic hot sauce that'll burn you up like Zod entering Earth's atmosphere. Listen up, we'll tell you more about it.
Hey, you nerds. Do you love spice? Supporting small businesses? What about enhancing the flavor of your favorite foods? If you said yes to any of those, our good friends over at Crybaby Craig's have the perfect solution for you. Crybaby Craig's is a pickled habanero and garlic hot sauce that goes perfectly with your favorite foods, adding the perfect amount of spice and enhancing the flavor of everything it touches. Started in Minneapolis by Craig back in 2012, Crybaby Craig's has become a Minneapolis and Minnesota staple in the sauce world. So head over to crybabycraigs.com and order yours today.
Okay, friends, we are going to do Trivial Nerd Suit. This week's question is for Chad, and it's provided by Moa. If you would like to submit a question to try to stump one of us, please reach out to us on our website over at www.allthingsnerdpod.com and use our contact form. Just mention who the question is for. Chad, are you ready?
Yes, I just want to add that our contact form goes to a third party, so there's no way that we can cheat. So be confident in who you're trying to stump.
Yeah. Ready?
Yep,
Okay.
I guess.
Here we go.
Your questions have been hard.
This is one that whatever. Which superhero was the first superhero to? Oh, sorry, I missed the O there.
Yeah.
First superhero to team up with Spider-Man in the earliest adaptations while Spider-Man was in his early days.
So which superhero? Oh, I have a couple of ideas, but I'm not confident in any of those.
If you want a hint, there is one.
I do want it. I do want
Yeah?
the hint.
Do you have a guess? We're not supposed to do that. Okay, never mind.
I do have a guess, but I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
And I'll say
it's
if
more-
I was right or wrong.
It's more than one person.
The singular superhero has been more than one person over the years, or that oh fuck.
Yeah, like
Oh.
probably like 10 seconds. So I'm gonna get yelled at by
Yeah, I know.
somebody.
Oh my god. I'm gonna say Captain America, because Captain America has been more than one person, but you already shook your head no, so I got it wrong.
It is the Fantastic Four. In the earliest adaptations of Spider-Man, Spider-Man tried to join the Fantastic Four, and they rejected him, but ended up helping him multiple times.
Yeah, and that explains why countless times over and over Johnny Storm is his best friend. Oh my god. I should have known that. I'm so mad at myself. Fuck.
Yeah, I got you. I mean, I do think it's better when we get these right, but I do also feel a little bit of sense of pride when I stump you on something.
Mm-hmm. God. Had to go comics, man. Superhero lore, I do know quite a bit about.
I just feel like I've been asking you too much, like just Star Wars, just Lord of the Rings, because I know that that's like your niche. and I'm like, we got to get him out of his comfort zone a little bit. So, sorry, bud.
Remember that next week.
But it's yeah, whatever. Okay.
You're getting
Uh,
obscure fucking Lord of the Rings.
um. Okay. Blah, blah.
In
Yeah.
the so let's I mean, good job.
Well, I
Let's be
literally,
honest. Yeah.
I asked you. You said Spider-Man. That was that you literally. I was trying to be nice to you, and you said Spider-Man was something I could ask you about. So I asked you a Spider-Man question.
Yeah. And I
I
still
wasn't
get it
trying
wrong.
to be a jerk about it.
No, I know. And I'm not going to intentionally be a jerk to try and stump you next week because I'm upset that I
If it's
lost.
questions like that, you should, because I think like I might know a lot of that stuff. I might not. I might not
Yeah,
know as much as I think I do, but
that's fair. Let's get into some nerd news, though,
yeah.
shall we?
Shall.
Once again, for our listeners, if you want to try and stump one of us for Trivial Nerd Suit, go to allthingsnerdpod.com. Send us a question. And if you do stump us, there are prizes. We're still working on t-shirt designs, but you might win a free t-shirt or other stuff, depending on the question and how long it's been since we've been stumped. Okay, thanks.
Ooh, I like that. Like
Kind of like
it, if we
build.
get it, like if we get them right, the prizes get bigger and bigger until somebody actually
Yeah.
gets us. Oh, that's fun. Did we talk about that?
We never solidified anything on it, so that
That's-
might not actually be a thing.
It's like, I got a fucking steel trap up here, and I don't
Nothing gets
remember
in or out.
that. Nothing gets out for sure.
Okay. Fuck. Let's get into some nerd news. The first was we got a trailer for the new animated Watchmen. Is that going to be a
Two part movie.
two-part? Okay. I couldn't remember if it was going to be a series or not.
I'm all for it. I'm pretty sure it is just following the same storyline that the film with Patrick Wilson. Is it Patrick Wilson? Followed.
Owlman Part 2.
Yeah,
Or
so I'm
2.0.
pretty sure just based on the trailer it looks that way to me, but I could be
But
wrong.
there's a lot more Rorschach in it.
Well, Rorschach in that storyline, Rorschach is kind of like the main character. For some reason, they kind of focused in on Patrick Wilson's character. But
Okay.
no, yeah,
So it might be kind of a blend of the graphic novel and the live action.
yeah.
We just the trailer shows a lot of Rorschach masked up.
So just because this is what we do, in that storyline, Rorschach is like it's kind of like a gritty private investigator, kind of like a really dark Dick Tracy kind of thing. So in the graphic novel, it's based on Rorschach trying to find out who's killing all of the other um,
Soups,
Watchmen
vigilantes,
or whatever,
yeah.
the superheroes. And for some reason in that the movie that they came out with Patrick Wilson and what the fuck's that bitch's name? Shit. What the fuck's that girl's name? Sorry.
Good catch.
Oh, I'm really mad at myself that I said that. I don't remember her name. But anyways, they focused on Patrick Wilson's character and her instead of Rorschach's character, because that's his whole like self-narrating, like it's almost like what was that show we were just watching with Colin Farrell? Um,
Oh yeah, Sugar.
Sugar. It's like that. It's like a private investigator, and Rorschach is that private investigator, like trying to figure it out. That's how the graphic novels are, but for some reason that movie focused in on Patrick Wilson's character instead, that was dumb.
Was
Something
it
Ackerman.
Malin Ackerman? Okay.
Malin.
Because
Malin,
she's like she's Silk Spectre 2.
And for anybody listening, I'm so sorry that I said that. Whatever.
You caught yourself. You corrected yourself.
I didn't catch myself soon enough. That was really dumb.
Well,
I feel like an asshole.
Let's not keep dwelling on it, because then that just creates more editing. I'll try. There's news that there's gonna be a Blue Beetle animated series, where some of the writers from the Blue Beetle movie are coming back. Some of the producers are coming back,
but I don't think any of the actors.
I
think I saw Jolo just kind of was like, "This is awesome, Blue Beetle lives," but like he didn't say anything about like, "I'm so excited to reprise my," So I don't think
which is a bummer because I thought that he killed that role.
It was.
I
good.
really,
actually really liked Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I guess we'll see.
Yeah. Sadder news. Kenneth Mitchell. We like to do these just to give respect to the people that are no longer with us. Kenneth Mitchell, who played Carol Danvers' father, aka Captain Marvel's dad in Captain Marvel. And he was also in Star Trek Discovery. Has passed away. I don't know what happened.
I didn't look into cause of death either, but he's no longer with us, which is a bummer. So R.I.P. To his entire support system that are grieving that loss. It's always hard to go from sad news into more positive news. We haven't figured out how to do it. Do we start our news segment with it? Do we put it in the middle? Do we end on a sad note? Yeah. But in lighter news, by the time this episode airs, season 2 of House of the Dragon will be out. On
literally tomorrow.
Max and HBO. Yeah, from time of record. Yeah, absolutely. We've done this earlier when we first started talking about the original trailers, but are you team green or team black? Knowing what you know now, because you've spoiled some stuff for the both of us.
Definitely Rhaenyra. She's black, right?
Yeah, she's team black. Yeah.
Team black for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah,
I'm sticking.
Alicent is a fucking little bitch.
Yeah, she's
her whole family is
kind of gold digging.
Yeah, gold digger. Her dad is giving me real like Littlefinger vibes.
Yes.
Yeah, just fuck them. Fuck them all.
Yeah. Yeah, we won't talk about what we've spoiled for ourselves, and also like Game of Thrones kind of told us how it ends, at least to some degree.
Yeah, I mean we can talk about that a little bit, because if you watch we'll go spoiler alert right now, and we'll give you like 5 seconds until I'm done talking, and then so if you had get out of here, and then whatever. Okay. So we know in Game of Thrones, Joffrey is talking to Sansa, and he tells her about how Rhaena died.
Not Sansa. What was her name? the other redheaded girl. Oh my god, what is her name? The I feel terrible. I can't think of the actor's name. She was in The Hunger Games. She was in Captain America.
Wasn't Sansa? Are you sure?
Yeah, because oh my god, what is her name?
Oh, it's Dormer.
Yeah, Natalie Dormer's character.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
because
thought it was Sansa.
no, because this was when Natalie Dormer was like, "Oh my god, you're so interesting. I want to be queen."
But- Yeah, but he literally says that Rhaena Targaryen gets eaten by a dragon in front of her son.
Yeah.
So we know how these things are gonna play out through Game of Thrones because we've gone backwards.
Yeah. That's how prequels work. But
Yeah,
we forgot some of these things until people
Yeah.
are like, "Hey, this is how it ends."
yeah. So that's not great. And then we know that the big battle is between Aegon and his uncle Daemon. It's called the the Battle of the
Oh, I thought it was the Dance of Dragons.
no, it's like the Battle of the Eye or something like that because they're like fighting. So stupid.
That was
Anyways,
between
yeah.
Aemon and Daemon.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. You talk. Okay, or don't.
I
you know,
mean,
whatever.
We're both stoked for the show. Like, even though we know because this is a prequel, how everything inevitably ends.
Battle above the God's Eye is what it's called. And they kill each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the Dance of Dragons? Was that for the first season?
fucking know.
Maybe. I don't know. The whole Song of Fire and Ice is just Jon Snow. But
We're not talking about Game of Thrones, Chad.
I know. I'm stoked for the show, though. Even though
I can't wait for tomorrow. I cannot
know how it
fucking wait
ends.
for tomorrow.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Plus, for a prequel, like, this show is so good.
I mean,
Game of Thrones was phenomenal.
just
Until
ended so. I don't want to get
we're
into that.
never
We're not
going
getting into that.
we're never gonna get the actual books because George R.R. Martin's never gonna finish them.
He's gonna die. Yeah.
He's still working
old.
on book 6, and he has a foot in death's doorway.
Yeah.
Like, it's unfortunate.
We're gonna move on. Joseph Quinn, who is cast as Johnny Storm in the Fantastic Four upcoming movie, which is why I kind of went with that question. Did his costume fitting.
Dumb. I'm so mad now because there's a tie-in. You son of a bitch.
Did his costume fitting for Johnny Storm, which is pretty exciting. There are no pictures, unfortunately. He also said that he started training because, you know, we know how Marvel likes to make their people look very
but like
very much like me, you know, ripped, just ripped,
just swole. But like Johnny Storm, like, this might sound weird coming from me, but like, you'd expect him to have like a runner's body and not like a bodybuilder body, you know, or early Thor. Like, you don't want him super jacked, right? Like you want him muscular, but like someone that could just like run forever.
That's actually not that weird coming from you. But
Cool.
I don't.
I did walk into that. That's totally fine. I get it.
No, what do you mean? Why would he have a runner's body? He doesn't run. He's a flies.
Yeah, but like someone who has the physique of someone with like high endurance versus like ultra strength, you know?
No. I think in the
A swimmer's body, if you will. Whatever.
in like some of the comics, he should normally he would be closer to Tom Holland's Peter Parker's age. Obviously, that's not going to happen because Joseph Quinn is older than that, I think. Or maybe I'm tripping because Joseph Quinn did play a high school.
They're pretty
kid
close in age in real life. I mean, Joseph Quinn is probably like early 30s, maybe barely 30, and Tom Holland's like 25.
Yeah.
So, but they both have very young faces. Like they could pull that off very easily.
I think what it is with Joseph Quinn, and I'm not trying to sound like a jerk, is he's got a little bit of like a receding kind of situation. But when he plays, but he's only 30. Damn, you're a young fellow. Let's see, how old's the other guy, Tom?
I think he's like 26, 27.
28. So they're only like 2 years apart.
Yeah, they can easily make that work.
Yeah, totally. Totally. All right, well, I'm a dick.
You're a dick.
What else we got?
So much promo for Deadpool and Wolverine. And you told me something that was pretty interesting about it, as to how it's tracking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine is tracking to be the highest grossing rated R movie ever. Not just rated R Marvel movie, but rated R movie ever.
Well, because it's technically the first rated R Marvel film.
Well, I just mean in general, not Marvel. No, it has nothing to do with
I know. But ever. Like, obviously it's going to be the...
And it's not the first rated R Marvel movie. Logan was.
Marvel Studios. Sorry.
You dumb.
Did Logan come out before the first Deadpool?
No.
Plus
Deadpool,
plus
Logan,
Blade.
Then Deadpool 2. I held up 3 because I said Deadpool, Logan, Deadpool 2. Not because I'm dumb. Daft. Touched. Do the other one and then we'll move on.
Yeah, and then Hawkeye Season 2. Are they still working on the script, or have they gone into pre-production?
I only know what I told you. That's it.
Okay.
I don't know anything outside of that.
It's going to be set during Christmas time again. And Clint Barton's brother, Barney, is...
Not the purple dinosaur.
Not the purple dinosaur.
Maybe the purple dinosaur.
But if you love him, he might love you. Just kidding. I don't know much about Barney. But Clint Barton's brother is set to debut.
And just one last thing before we jump into some hyper stuff. I want to say, because I am a new father, and tomorrow, even though this episode won't come out till Wednesday, tomorrow, Sunday, the 16th, is Father's Day. And from one father to any of our other fathers listening, happy Father's Day. We appreciate you, fathers. We know what you do, or at least I do.
Yeah, he does. And I feel bad that we didn't say that earlier. But getting into some hyper stuff. Let's get into
That wasn't my
sponsor.
layup, but I tried.
I'm taking it.
Take it.
Let's talk about our second sponsor, which is Raise Energy Drinks. So if you need to get hyper, it's the great way to do it. Or for all the fathers out there, if you need a little bit of a pick me up to
A little pep in your step to keep up with your little children.
yeah, especially with your non-normal sleep schedule. Check out Raise Energy. Fantastic energy drinks, 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 crash. Lots of great flavors. And if you don't like energy drinks, they have so much more to choose from with supplements, protein-packed desserts. Just listen up and learn how to save 15%. What's up, nerds? I wanted to take a minute and talk to you about Raise Energy, an incredible energy drink that provides max energy with 0 crash. Raise Energy takes a giant leap of faith with instilling a high-quality formula to bring a powerful, yet sustained, energetic experience to help you push your workouts and focus to the next level. Perfect for anyone at any time, empowered by their refresh formula technology, Raise Energy delivers a performance-enhancing energy drink that aids in multiple different categories that include targeted focus, better recovery time, improved clean energy levels, and a boost in stamina and hydration. But most importantly, every can of Raise Energy has absolutely 0 calories, 0 sugar, and 0 carbohydrates to give you a smarter and healthier option. So don't settle for an energy drink that contains more sugar and carbohydrates than you can count. Instead, head over to repsports.com. That's REPPSPORTS.com and use the promo code NERDPODCAST at checkout for 15% off your order. Or if you don't know what you want, go ahead and click the link that's in the description to get a $50 sample pack for free. All you do is you cover the cost of shipping. Again, make sure you use promo code NERDPODCAST at checkout to let them know that we sent you. All right, friends, now we are going to talk about The Boys, Season 4, Episodes 1 and 2. Spoiler alert, holy fucking shit. Aw, buddy.
Bummer. I was so confident about it too.
Go watch us on YouTube so you can... Oh, that's 2 for 2. 3 for 3. Jake is throwing popcorn, catching it, doing pretty good, hitting his microphone.
That's it. We're out of
Definitely, definitely boofed. Straight boofed. I don't know how to make that past tense.
Anyways, yeah, The Boys.
That was enough of a warning for your spoiler alert. It was fantastic. Really, it was.
Thanks.
This show is so fucking good.
The Boys is good too. What? Oh, I thought you were talking about this show.
Oh, yeah. This show is so fucking good. And The Boys is pretty great, too.
All right. I am drunk. Fuck me, bud.
Oh, fuck, bud.
Oh, fuck, bud.
Cocktail. But is that the same cocktail since the pre-show?
This is... I, topped it off.
Ah.
And it's like a fucking 20-ounce glass. Or 20-something ounce glass. Plus however many shots. They got seltzer, too.
Noise.
Because I'm a man.
Because I'm a man. Well. I mean, it's The Boys. It's bloody. It's gory. And it is on top of just... Don't lean your head that way because I paused. It's very socially aware of the who would root for who. I mean, it's fucking crazy.
It's fun. What I'm really liking about, we're only talking about the first couple episodes. They dropped
The
3 episodes
first 3,
right
yeah.
away. We've watched all 3, but we're only gonna talk about the first 2, so that next week we'll have 3 and 4 to talk about. Um, but fucking, they really are leaning into how deranged Homelander is. I mean, he
Yeah.
is really flying off the handle now. Even more so than he has been, because it's been like I guess I don't want to say slow ramp up to being crazy, because he's kind of been just a fucking psycho the whole time. But now
But
he has like supporters and shit like that, so he's kind of
and
just like openly psycho.
yeah, he like the validation to be
Mm-hmm.
off the fucking rails.
Just like it's mirroring something.
Oh my god, I saw an article. I don't remember where it was from, but it might have been the Washington Post of all things.
Podcast.
No, no, but that diehard MAGA people
Hmm.
are starting to catch on,
Oh,
and now they're mad.
they're only just now starting to catch on.
That was my first response to it. Was like, they're just now getting it. Like,
Like, wait, are they making fun of us?
oh my god, is this play about us?
Yes.
To quote
Yes.
TikTok audio, I don't remember what the original source of that is, but yes,
Yeah.
like some people are starting to catch on, and now they're not happy.
Oh, and one of the funniest parts is that like Anthony Starr is like now he's like so far from
He's from
Homelander's character that he's just like fuck, fuck you guys. You guys are
The
if you guys
dude
don't
is from-
understand that we're making fun of you, you're fucking stupid.
he's from New Zealand. To be a conservative New Zealand is to be way more liberal than a liberal American.
Oh my god.
And he's not a conservative Kiwi at all. It's glorious. I fucking love it.
There's some fun elements happening, and some theories that we have. Oh, your camera
Oh.
went out.
I'm still here. I don't know why that happened.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
let me scooch on right past you. Don't know why that happened.
You're still not back.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's super cool.
Okay.
I'm having
I
so
guess
much
it's
fun.
the All Thing Nerd podcast now.
Yeah. Let's be singular.
Oh, now it's just like green.
Oh my god.
Cool. Technical difficulties. Anyway, there's some fun stuff going on. There's some theories that we have. You can kind of see there's a shift with the 7 happening right now. Are you still there, Chad?
I'm still here. I don't know what the
Okay.
fuck is going on.
Right on. There's a shift kind of happening with the. Maybe.
Oh,
Oh.
oh.
Anyways,
Continue about the 7 and the
the
things that
7.
are happening.
You can tell that the 7 are starting to turn on Homelander, and the prediction is, and it's an easy prediction to make. I'm not trying to sound like I'm a super nerd because I came up with this, because I'm not the only one, I'm sure. But I think they're all gonna turn on Homelander, and they're gonna end up like joining the boys and taking him down.
Agreed. No.
Welcome to the conversation, Chad. What do you think?
Well, we kind of talked about that off camera just because, you're like, we're like talking about, oh, I'm on episode 2. Oh, I'm about to start episode 2. And definitely, I mean, the Deep and A-Train for sure. I mean, A-Train has, like, saved Huey. The second one was from a video that you shared, but that happens in episode 3.
Yeah, so twice.
Yeah. But as of episode 1 and 2, only once.
Oh,
because we're not touching on
No, I got you.
Fuck. But saves Hugh. It's okay. Gardettos,
Do you hear it through the microphone?
No, I just know that you're eating them.
Just eating. I don't know if I'm getting dinner tonight. They're both still sleeping, so I need to eat something.
Yeah. I mean, plus snacks. Snacks. Oh, fuck, bud. I mean, A-Train is now, has saved Huey.
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler alert, he saves him again. Also, like, the Deep kind of is finding his ground.
I had to get kind of checked about that because I was like, they've just been beating the Deep down for 3 seasons now, and which is good because he's a rapist. He's a piece of shit. But I kind of forgot that. So in like episode 2, he kind of like puts what's her fucking name?
Ashley.
Ashley. He totally puts Ashley in her fucking place. And
yeah, she's
like
the worst though too.
She's like talking down to him and just being a kind of a not nice person. And he's like, he's like, hey, he kind of starts out like, you can't talk to me like that anymore. And she's like, shut the fuck up, And then he just like snaps and he grabs her by the arm and he's like, hey, I'm the king of the 7 seas. I'll drown you in the fucking toilet after I use it. Would you like that? And she's like, no. And he's like, no, sir.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, hell yeah. Like, that's, like, I was like, good job, dude. And my fiance is like, no, babe, he's a rapist. And I was like, oh shit. That's right. I forgot about that part. Like, oh no. Yeah. Oh no.
If you know, you know.
So, in perspective, yeah, fuck him. But
I mean, he's still the worst. But
yeah, but Ash. So is that chick's character? Like
yeah.
I kind of want all the boys to just die, or not the boys. You want all the 7 to just fucking.
You want
die.
all the Soups to. I mean, that's kind of the entire point of the show. And the comic series that it's based on is that most of the Soups are pretty fucking terrible.
Mm.
Man.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
But kind of seeing like how some of the 7 start to turn, especially Black Noir 2?
He's dead.
Or is this the 3rd one? I think it's just the second
that I'm aware of.
Yeah. And he's just a fucking idiot. I mean, really, like, he keeps talking and they're like, dude, that's like your number one thing is you don't fucking talk. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know what to do. And they're like, shut the fuck up. And he's like, but what do I do? And they're like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, so we know that we had a theory that it was Sam from Gen V.
Mm-hmm.
No longer the theory. But also I read I read something about the comics or the graphic novels that the new Black Noir is a clone of Homelander.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the direction they're going for the show. We know that they've changed some things, but
And changed up the timelines. I mean, we know this from talking with Russ.
tooting our horn on that one.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Who illustrated a lot, like the second half of the comics. Man, it's sitting right on your desk. It's
literally right
the
there.
closest thing that you could grab.
Not with my headphones on. I could take my headphones off and go get it. Wait, let's see.
I mean, with Russ Braun kind of telling us how it deviated. Also, if you want to hear that interview, he's such a cool dude. You can check that out in earlier episodes. But yeah, Russ Braun.
Is that worth it?
100%, because how often do we get to flex those muscles? More than a lot of people, but not as much as I would like. Because I don't have muscles. It's just flab. Sorry. Self-deprecating. So we know that they've changed things and the timeline, but it's still, it's inspired by it, and they're following certain storylines. So is the Black Noir replacement going to be a clone? Because we know that Godolkin has been working on some crazy shit. We know about the virus that they're working on.
Yep.
How they're manipulating everything. Like,
and we still haven't seen that crossover, because they said that Gen V and this show are going to cross over at some point.
yeah,
It hasn't happened yet. So I'm excited for that.
Unless what they meant by crossing over is just like the stories interlap, because they do mention Godolkin University, and Butcher talks about it, but I hope that there's more than just references.
I'm sure there will be, because we now know that oh god, I'm the worst. Why do we have a podcast? We don't even know this stuff.
Don't say that. Don't say that, man. Don't say that.
The main girl from Gen V and Newman have the same power.
Yeah.
What is Marie Moreau?
What's her character in Gen V's again? In Gen V?
Marie Moreau.
Oh, I thought. Wow.
Her name in real life is Jazz Sinclair. But anyways, so you kind of see, we know last season that Queen Maeve turns against Homelander, and now we're kind of seeing A-Train turning against Homelander, and we haven't seen it actually happen yet, but I think the Deep is gonna turn against him as well. I think that's kind of the tone they're shifting towards. I think that's going to be like the season finale is going to be
AWOL.
Yeah, I think they're all going to turn against him. And then we know that Soldier Boy is not dead, and we also know Soldier Boy is Homelander's dad. So I think Soldier Boy is going to show up, and it's going to be all of the boys and the rest of the 7 against Homelander and Soldier Boy.
And also they bring in Sage, or Sister Sage is like her hero name, and she hates it because she's like, that definitely implies my race. Because She is a person of color. And she's the smartest person in the world. And they keep saying smartest woman, and then she always corrects them. She's like, person. And the only person that says it right is Huey, which is awesome because Huey's just the best part. But he's gonna. We both have the same theory that he's gonna be the Agent Coulson of Avengers. Just the
The push.
they needed a push.
He's gonna die, and that's what's gonna piss everybody off and be like, okay, we're gonna fucking snap. We're gonna kill everybody. Yeah,
Yeah,
could be wrong, but that's just how I feel.
could be
about
wrong. It also makes sense. The show has been fantastic since the very beginning. It continues to be great. It continues to be entertaining, and also every single season has at least one episode where there's just Hog swinging in the air. So if
Oh.
you're
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh, it's so funny.
the MegaCon basically.
Well, no, yeah, but that guy is. So this show is created by Eric Kripke, which is he was the guy who made Eric Kripke and Robert Singer, and Robert Singer he's the politician guy with the goatee. You know what I'm talking about?
I didn't realize that. So what that was strong.
So, but
that was him.
and his name is actually Robert Singer, and his name in The Boys is Robert Singer, and he's also in Supernatural, which is an Eric Kripke show, and his name in Supernatural is Bobby Singer, and
Just plays himself.
yeah,
Always.
there's so obviously Jensen Ackles from Supernatural is in this show. Now Jeffrey Dean Morgan has joined the Boys as well. He also is in Supernatural, and that guy that you're talking about who is swinging his hog around, he plays God in Supernatural.
Oh my god, that's God.
Yeah.
I haven't watched Supernatural, so that makes that so much more.
Yeah, and I heard a rumor.
Good for God, because in that episode, it
was animated.
Well, yeah,
Animated.
100%, because that's a massive hog.
Yeah. I've
Nathan's
also heard
all
a
natural.
rumor-
Couldn't
I've heard
compete.
shut the fuck up, Chad. I've heard a rumor that now Jared Padalecki, who played Sam in Supernatural, is also going to join the cast of The Boys as the basically the Thor of The Boys.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I don't know if maybe it's later in this season or maybe it's next season, which is the last season. But yeah, anyway.
What is
being,
this? A CW show just rehashing the same
Eric
actors?
Kripke is just using all of his fucking people, which is apparently what we do now. But
Well, I mean, James Gunn also. We can't really be mad about
Adam
that.
Sandler.
You keep Kevin James. I'm just gonna stop.
Fuck Kevin James, dude.
Well, just Adam Sandler,
Yeah.
and then I had a mini stroke.
Do I smell toast?
Yes, it's burnt.
Anyways, the show's fantastic. It's gory. It's nudity.
What?
Go watch it. We'll talk. I mean, is there anything you want to talk specifically about?
No, because we covered the stuff that matches the first two episodes, and we're not talking about episode 3. So
Yeah.
go
Okay.
watch it. Once this season is done, I'm gonna rewatch everything because it's that good.
I'm hoping that we get Queen Maeve back.
I don't think she died.
She didn't die. I'm saying I hope we get her back. I hope she comes back.
I don't remember seeing like her body like living from the end of last season.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm
she
saying
shows up.
I don't like from what I can remember. I'm
going to tell you.
Yeah,
You
do
just
that.
shut the fuck up for a second. Uh,
Someone's out of pocket.
so she tackles Soldier Boy out the window. He explodes. Blah blah blah. You think she's dead, but she also Homelander like fucking popped her eyeball out.
Yeah.
But they at the very end of the episode, the season finale of last season, she shows up with her girlfriend and she's got an eye patch on, and she basically just says that she's gonna like disappear. She's like, I just want to like, I'm done with this.
That's
We're
right.
just gonna live our lives together, and she's like, peace out. But I'm hoping that we see her again because she was awesome,
She
and her
was
character development was pretty cool. So,
Yeah.
hey, Kraut. Yeah, that was awesome.
I thought the eye crushing thing and then the eye patch happened before the season finale. So I remembered just in the wrong order, and I'm an idiot, and that's totally fine. Just go fuck myself. Should we close out this episode?
Maybe like 20 minutes ago, yeah.
Fantastic.
All right, before we close out this episode, we're going to talk about our honorable mentions. Chad, what do you got?
First off, I watched Suncoast with Woody Harrelson and Nico Parker. Fantastic movie. I cried. It might be one of my new like I need to cry movies. I just don't.
Who dies?
None of them.
Oh, that's dumb. Kill them all.
Watch the movie and then say that again.
I will not.
Exactly. And then the other one was I've been watching The Acolyte. And for all the Star Wars fans out there that are bitching about Episode 3, get bent, first off. Like, oh my god, they made children using the Force between two women. Go fuck yourself, because they did that out of love, and Anakin was out of like a grape situation, if you will. And that happened before, and you were okay with it. So, like, go fuck yourself.
Wait, elaborate on that. What do you mean?
A lot of people are mad because the twins, Osha and May, were conceived between two women through the use of the Force.
Mm-hmm.
But they did it out of love to have children, where Palpatine and Darth Plagueis used the Force to try and conceive the ultimate Sith Lord, which resulted in Anakin. But they did it out of a desire for power. So the Force was like, I'm going to give you something that's going to, like, humble you a little bit. But online, people are mad because of a throwaway sentence of Osha and May, one of Osha and May's mothers being like, I carried them. And then the other one is like, and I helped create them. And that's it. But people are mad that two women use the Force to make babies. It's the woke mob. And it's like, get bent. This is about space wizards. Forever ago in a galaxy far, far away.
That is, I think that's probably the most hilarious thing about it, is that people are like crying about it. They're like, oh, they can't do this. And it's like, they can't do any of it. Are you fucking dumb? They're space wizards. They're not real. None of it can be done.
And them being mad about the fact that this was done in the series, that they're like, hell yeah, brother, the Empire, they have red lightsabers and I have a red hat. Meh. It's the same concept that was done before, but you're just mad because it's women instead of secret a secret society of space wizards that are fascist. So cool. Like get bent. It's a cool story.
It's not real, you guys. It's fake. They can do whatever they want with fake shit because they make it up. Do you understand?
What
I don't think you do.
One thing that could actually bite us in the butt is when we defended having the new Ariel for the Little Mermaid, and we're like, mermaids aren't real. But then we had an entire conversation on our Buy Me a Coffee where we're like, they're 100% real.
Not like that.
Right. Yeah. I know. Just, I don't want it to be misconstrued that if you're racist and a piece of shit, even if you're talking about things that we believe in, you're still racist and a piece of shit.
I don't think that there's like African American mermaids and like Norwegian mermaids and like German mermaids.
Yeah, there's just mermaids.
They're just
fish people.
Fish. Yeah.
Well, what do you have for honorable mentions?
Just like deflated
before we get upset about dumb people.
I'm already upset.
Being upset about dumb shit.
We watched. Nicole said that she couldn't remember the first Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, which is Spider-Man: Homecoming. So we watched that, and it was obviously fantastic. I haven't seen it in a while, so I was like super amped about it when she said that. I was like, "You want to watch Spider-Man?" And she was like, "Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while." And I was like, "Bet." 4 steps ahead of you. I was like already pressing play, like by the time, yeah.
Maybe ultimate.
And then we're continuing. It's a very slow watch, just because we have a kid and it's hard. But we're watching the Dead Boy Detectives still. We're getting through that.
Lots of dancing fruit in the interim.
Yeah, well, we kind of the dancing fruit. We're kind of going a little further than that now. Now it's a little different, but the dancing fruit's where it started for sure. It's the same company or the same whatever, this Hey Bear Sensory, but they have other stuff other than the fruit. They have like I don't know how to explain it. Like
rainbow caterpillar.
Trippy ass caterpillars with like techno, like baby techno music. It's the weirdest thing, but I'm into it. I mean, he's into it.
produced by San Holo.
Definitely don't want to take an edible and watch that because that would be irresponsible.
Oh my God, do not threaten me with a good time. Also, don't ask me to babysit.
Wouldn't.
That's fair. We had that conversation off camera. What's the longest that you would let me babysit for unsupervised? You're like, enough for us to go to dinner and come home. I was like,
I just don't think you'd not in a mean way. I just know you don't want kids. You're not particularly like kids are awesome.
Your kid is awesome, but
when one of us is present, you haven't had him during like a fucking meltdown.
I might be able to handle a meltdown. I don't know about like a blowout diaper.
I can handle a blowout diaper. I can barely handle a meltdown. They're brutal. Oh. I mean, I can, but it's just not.
You can and do. I mean, you're a father. You have to.
Yeah, it's just not my shiniest moments in the world.
Shut the fuck up.
No, I've never told him to shut the fuck up. I just say like
that's just your dogs.
On a couple times I've been like, dude, I don't know what you want, like
yeah.
like, and it's like, and then you have to like kind of remove yourself from it and be like, you just yelled at a baby. You're a piece of shit. You know, like so again,
Well,
not like I said, not my shiniest moments as a father, but it's happened.
fantastic. Well, for our listeners, if you want to support us,
Don't have a kid with me.
or pay for it. What? Sorry. Like, share, subscribe if you enjoy what we're doing here. If you want to become a premium subscriber, go to buymeacoffee.com/allthingsnerd. Subscribe there. Let us know that it was us that sent you and not our other podcast. And be dead. And da.
Da.
And then speaking of that other podcast, if you like D&D, tabletop RPG games, and like live play podcasts, check out the Kobolds in the Basement podcast. I am the current host of it. It's a good time. Other than that, we love you. Thank you for listening. And this has been the All Things Nerd podcast.